Hello and welcome to eView Review Ireland. My name is Derek Riley. Today we're going to be looking at the Opel Mokka-e and wondering, is it suitable for a small family? Let's get started.
Today's video is sponsored by EasyGo. As well as being Ireland's largest EV charging network, EasyGo supports over 10,000 Irish EV drivers to find and use more than 1,200 charge points active on the EasyGo app. This works across the island of Ireland, north and south. The team at EasyGo also provide home, workplace and public chargers together with fleet management and payment service solutions, ideal for businesses transitioning their fleets to electric vehicle driving.
What we have today is full child seat, booster seat and pushchair. We're going to see if we can fit it in the Mokka-e, different configurations, what way we need to work with it and what kind of space have we got left. So we're going to start with the pushchair and see if we can fit it into the boot. So what we have here is a boot of 350 litres with the seats up and 1100 litres with the seats down. But we're not going to do seats down, we're not moving stuff from IKEA. We're going to be trying to get this in the back and then the child seats in the rear passenger seats. So a lot of people will have commented already that you think that the button is going to be here to release the bonnet, but it's either on the key or down here and you pop it up. So it is not a flat floor, there is a lip on it. There isn't much in underneath it. You just literally have a small space with a puncture repair kit. Otherwise, that's what you're working with. You can raise the floor up higher if you wanted a more flat floor. But what I found is with the pushchair, the best thing to do with this one is to take off the parcel shelf. And we'll come back to that. Another thing I have to do is, where are the charging cables? And so the charging cables are in the back here. Charging cables that I have from Opel are both the Type 2 and also the domestic 3-pin plug, or the granny cable as we call it. I also have this box, just so we can see what else we can fit in. So let's take apart this guy. And then this comes out. We're going to put the handles down. And then we are going to fold that flat down like that. It won't fold flat, the wheels are too wide on this model, so what we're doing is we're going to put it up tall. We're going to stick our cables into the side. The box I don't think isn't going to fit. Take that back, although the chair still has to go in. Let's try the chair, and we are going to go flat. Box still might fit in. Just about. Parcel shelf isn't attached to the bottom. We've got drums being practiced in the background. Does it work? Let's take that off. Let's see what we get when we take out this box. Cables. Let's leave the box out. Put that in the back seat. Go way down. Flush. How's it going? Not much space now left on the back of that. Let's move around to the side and have a look at the child seats. Width being 6'2", 187 centimeters. There isn't enough space on the other side. Well, there's enough space to get the child seat in, but the child wouldn't want to have any legs. So what I've done is I've moved the passenger seat forward slightly. I can still fit into it. It's a bit of a cramp, but anybody 6 foot or under should have no problem with it. And with the Opel Mokka-e, like a lot of the Stellantis models, like the Corsa, the Peugeot 2008 and the 208, it has 3 Isofix fittings, 2 in the back, 1 in the front. So this is your Isofix seat. No problem getting in. I've already unzipped and then just line it up. And then let's see. Oh, we aren't. Okay. Now, you know I haven't got any children. And then we've got the hook that's over the back, and there is a slot in the back of the seat in the boot. So you do that before you put the childcare seat in. But I'll show you up close here now. Lots of room, and you can actually put that chair back depending on the size of your child. And I think those chairs go up to 4 years old, I think. So yeah, the last thing we have to do is have a look at the booster seat. Where can we put that?
If you think this car is for you, you can contact EasyGo and register for the app by clicking the link on the screen or in the description.
So we've succeeded with the pushchair in the back, and we've also put in the Isofix large child seat. Now the booster seat. So you have a couple of options here. You can stick it in the second. I don't think it'll go in the middle. It's too tight, but it'll definitely fit in to the second, and this is held with a seat belt through the different attachments, but you could also put it in the front, and you also have that Isofix option in the front as well. So there's a couple of different ways that you can mix it around. With this booster seat, obviously the child is going to be a bit taller, a bit longer, a bit bigger, and so you'd have to be careful with regards to how much legroom they leave. But I've put it there now. As I mentioned, I'm 187 centimeters, 6'2". I think there's enough seat there. So you can chop around which way they go. There isn't a lot of extra space. You have a bit of space in the middle. That's where I stick the cardboard box that I couldn't fit in the boot. But you'd manage. You'll definitely manage. And if people are able to manage with a couple of kids in a Hyundai Kona, obviously not a mad amount of space, but for the size of car, the compact SUV segment, it's definitely worth thinking about. And I just wanted to show today that you can have the ability of being able to have a family in an electric car of this size. You may be looking at this review wondering, is he going to talk about the car at all? I've already done a review on this back in February. It was a German left-hand drive version, same colour except it had a black bonnet, and on that day I wore green. I learned my lesson. So the full review is there. I'll go through some of the top level stats with regards to what it's like to drive and some of the hype. But if you're looking for more detailed of a review, that one, and I'll link it up on the screen and in the description. Some of the key points of this new Mokka: it's the start of the Opel visor at the front. You'll notice it. Really nice. I like it, and I think it's going to be great to see it across the range. I think the design in Opel has come leaps and bounds, so it's great to see that. They were kind of lagging behind, and some of their designs were getting a small bit fuddy, is probably a nice word to say it, but they definitely weren't eye-catching. Whereas with this Mokka and some of the stuff that's starting to come out, the Manta retro mod, retro mod, amazing. So much interest in that one. So you've got the visor at the front, and you also have the pure panel display in front of the driver. You've got 12-inch in front of the driver, and then you've got the 10-inch infotainment system. So overall, well built, solid in a good way, as in sturdy. The ride is lovely, actually. However, they've set it up. They have really done a nice job on it. It's so quiet in here, and I remember saying that in the other review that I did a couple of months back, and it hasn't changed. The quality of this one is as good as the German one that we had out. Really good. Price-wise in Ireland, it's starting off at the electrified version is starting at just over 33,000 euros, and that's after the VRT and the SEAI, so the two main grants that are available as of June 2021. It is the same motor and battery setup as the Peugeot E208, E2008, and its younger sister, the Corsa E. Brother, sister, I'm not sure, sibling. And it is a 50 kilowatt hour battery with 45 kilowatts of that usable. It has a 100 kilowatt motor, and it's 136 brake horsepower, and that gives you 260 newton meters of torque. This Mokka-e comes in two trim levels as well, SRI and Elite. That's here in Ireland. I'm not sure what the trim levels are like in the UK. I know a lot of my viewers are from the UK. If you are watching this and you like what the content is like, make sure you subscribe to the channel. But also, if you've already subscribed, engage with me on there, leave a comment, give me a like. It shows YouTube and it helps the algorithm. Range on the Mokka-e, the WLTP rating is 322. Real world, you're probably going to get between 260 and 270. That varies depending on temperature, whether you're doing urban or motorway driving, and how fast you're going. So lots of different variants there. But EV Database is the go-to website that I use, and the real world range on that. And it'll give you summer, winter, city, urban. Average is about 270. Charging the Mokka-e on DC, so the high power and the fast chargers, it can take up to 99 to 100 kilowatts. So if you can find a 100 kilowatt or above charger, it will do 0 to 80% in about 30 minutes. And then your home charging AC, it has a onboard 7.4 kilowatt charge ability to take on, and that will do about 7 hours and 15 minutes. And I believe there's an optional 11 kilowatt three-phase you can upgrade to, and that will do it in 5 hours. A lot of people have questions about the battery in electric vehicles. Well, Opel will give you a 8-year warranty or 160,000 kilometers. And that's not saying that after 8 years or 160,000 kilometers, the battery will be not in use. It will give you that level to, usually it's around 70% usable.
Just a reminder that today's video was sponsored by EasyGo, who are now offering a year's free driving when EasyGo installs a charger at your home or business. For more info or to submit for a quote, click the link on the screen or in the description.
That's my look around the Opel Mokka-e and answering the question, is it suitable for a small family? And the answer is yes. I think it's very capable, not that huge amounts of space, but if you're able to pack things right and buy the right amount of equipment or the right type of equipment and think about size and that balance of size versus safety, you're definitely going to be able to work with it, live with it. Very similar size to a Hyundai Kona, and they've sold hundreds of those over the last couple of years, so definitely one to watch. Let me know in the comments what you think of the Opel Mokka-e. Are you a Kona driver? Would you consider changing over? Are you a current Mokka owner and thinking of switching over to this version, the refresh version? It's miles different in design. But yeah, let me know in the comments what you think of it. If you like the video, give it a thumbs up. And if you haven't subscribed already, make sure you subscribe. And remember, if you think an EV is for you, leave it to me and I'll review. Thanks for watching.